Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform. A little bit different today. I am filming on my phone for this video. I thought I'd try it, see how Every Platform turns out with my phone filming. So today we're doing Kent 3 and we're outside Beltring Station located on the Medway Valley Line. So here we will be using the Paddock Wood to Strood services. And two platforms here at Beltring, with platform 2 being towards Maidstone West and Strood, and platform 1 being towards Paddock Wood, Tunbridge, Redhill and Gatwick Airport, where you change at Tunbridge for, and also for trains to London you change at Tunbridge for. So we'll walk into the station. Joining me today is Cam J. Kerman over there. Yes, there he is. Also, we've got Southern Train Spotter 2006, but he'll be here a bit later. This station has absolutely no transport connections. It's terrible. Yes, it's very, very security. So this station, yeah, like I say, so it's a half-hourly service. So it's actually pretty good for what it is. For some stations that look like this, you hardly get a service, but this is actually pretty good. It's every 30 minutes, so it's not bad. Station is managed by Southeastern, and I believe the only trains really that come through here are the Medway Valley services. So you don't get any passes, unfortunately, but we'll see some other trains later on.
Don't hold me to this, but I believe the Med Valley is used by freight sometimes.
Freight, that'd be good if we do see any.
They're very rarely.
Yes, so we'll talk more about the station in a minute, but if you do wish to check out any updates on trips and posts, please do check out my Facebook group and also check out my Instagram, KTV Bids, for story updates. So, without further ado, let's begin today's episode of Every Platform here at Beltring Station. I'll tell you something, we've had a bit of an eventful start because we started at London Charing Cross this morning and our 0659 got cancelled due to a train fault. We love Southeastern's 375s, don't we?
This is what happens when you buy trains from the Quebecois.
In other words, France.
Have them built in Derby.
There we go. Anyway.
So you did not just say Quebec, was in France.
Oh, Quebecois. America.
Canada!
Canada.
Oh my god, I'm going to commit head desk.
I knew it was Canada. I'm winding him up because obviously he's got American family, so I like to wind him up and tell him that places aren't in America. It's funny, isn't it, Cam?
I'm going to commit head desk, but I don't have a desk, so this will have to do.
Okay, that's good. Right, let's begin today's video and roll the intro. Right, so a few facts about this station. So this station actually used to be called Beltring and Brambridge's Halt. That was its original name until the early 1900s, when this station... What is he doing? When this station, was renamed just to Beltring. The station serves an incredibly rural area because there's literally no bus connection about it. The nearest bus stops are on Brambridge's Road, which is just down the way, which the bus numbers the 6 and the 6A, which go to Maidstone and Tunbridge Wells, and the 208, which we got, which goes to Tunbridge. So they serve, well, the station is located really in East Peckham, but not the East Peckham that everyone else knows, the East Peckham in Kent.
Which is small and shit.
Yes.
You're allowed to swear on the channel.
Yeah, you've done it now. Anyway, so so obviously Beltring and Brambridge are other places that this area serves as well. And yeah, so it was renamed, and obviously it's just two concrete platforms almost, and basic waiting shelters, but there is literally nothing else here. So yeah, that is Beltring there, and there is a level crossing which you can see is situated just beyond. But yeah, generally speaking, that is about it with this station. So yeah, the next station we're going to is going to be Wateringbury. Now, we are going to be doubling back a little bit today just due to the cancellation we had, but we are back on plan a little bit later, so we should be okay. So, Wateringbury's next, and we'll update you when the train arrives. Little sign we've spotted here at Beltring as well. What is it, Cam?
DRA required? Well, no.
We're not sure, are we?
DRA required?
Looks like they're not sure themselves whether it's required.
DRA required?
I reckon it's for the driver to see though, and it's actually questioning them, but they've worded and laid that out so badly. It's so funny though. DRA required?
I don't know. Nice.
Right, so as you can also tell, that this line is served by Third Rail. So as you can see down there, the 375s are the trains that serve it. I believe Tunbridge to Strood used to also get 466s for a time, or has it always been...
466s were used on this line, but mostly on the Maidstone West shuttles.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah. Everything towards here was usually 375s.
Yeah.
So, right, cool. So we'll update you when the train gets here. Okay, arriving in now is going to be the 0904 Southeastern service to Strood, which is 375303, which we're going to be taking to Wateringbury. And we'll update you when we reach there. Right, the part now there is 375303 heading out on the 0912 Southeastern service to Strood from Paddock Wood, and we're now here at Wateringbury, which is this staggered platformed station here, and we'll update you more about it in a minute. So, Wateringbury, we'll talk about the station now. So, this station serves Nettlestead and Wateringbury, the little villages which surround the area. Basically, this station as well. So the building you see on the right here is quite an interesting one because, sorry about the slightly shaky camera work, but we'll try and make it work as we go today. But this little building here on the right, that one is used, or is known as, one of the first Tudor style railway station buildings in the whole of the UK. And I think it opened, well, it opened a long time ago. This building here though, also acted as a ticket office for a long time, but now remains disused, so now isn't used at all. There is also, just down there, see, sorry, I'm going to zoom in on it. You probably can't see it all too well, so I apologise. There is a signal box, and that one, is a grade 2 listed signal box, and remains in operation today for the level crossing. And like I say, the train service here is every 30 minutes, Paddock Wood to Strood. So it used to be Tunbridge to Strood, but that changed. But yeah, other than that, that is Wateringbury Station. Our next station is going to be East Farley. And yeah, we'll update you shortly. But yeah, that is Wateringbury. So, just outside the railway station, as you can see, just to the left here is a very run-down Leyland Titan. That looks in a right state, and it looks like it's probably doubled as someone's home now, but obviously you can see the window at the very top has been, caved in. I think just to the left there is another bus. It is a Leyland Titan. It is known as RT68 and was used in, would you believe, the 1950s. So it is a very old bus, but
that's not a 50s bus.
It is, did you believe?
No, it's not. They didn't look like that in the 50s. Routemaster's a 50s bus.
Well, this might have been the 60s then, maybe a little bit after.
Looks more... I'm going to check.
But I think this might have been replacement for the 1950s stuff, but it certainly was a long time ago. Leyland, actually, yeah, Leyland Hythe might have been the 70s or 80s then, but still, it looks really nice. Anyway, so it is I think private land and maintained, so obviously we're not going to go in and look around, but that is outside Wateringbury Station, which is quite cool actually. So anyway, we're now going to head to get the bus and we'll update you when we go and get that. Right, so we're now on board a B70L right Eclipse Gemini, and Surrey this one is, and yeah, we're just making our way over to East Farley now, and we'll update you soon. Oh, as Cam rightly presses the bell at the right time, so update you in a minute. So there it goes. 6129 LJ51 plate, very very nice. 2001 Gemini. What do you think, Cam?
Yes.
It was very yes.
That price is older than me.
Yeah, and I'm older than it, so
How old?
yeah, there we go. Oh, by the way, there is a street light over there. We better walk away. Anyway, so we're here now in East Farley, and we're now gonna make our way over to the railway station and carry on from there. Right, station here is East Farley, which we've now made it to. A level crossing right in the middle of this station. It's a really weird one. So staggered platforms once again here at East Farley station, which does serve actually a nearby station, Barming, as well, which is actually on the line towards Maidstone, the mid-Kent sort of area. So yeah, so there's the 1015 to Strood. That one's the next one here, and as we walk up over this footbridge, which this looks okay, doesn't it? It's not an estate like some of the others. There's Brandon. Cam, Brandon's down here. Hello. You right? That's all right. So there is Southern Train Spot 2006. He's had a haircut as well. So yes. Right, we'll update you shortly with some facts about this station. Right, so this station, East Farley, is actually located in the Barming parish. So it's actually sort of in that area instead. The station, again, was a bit similar to the others. It used to have ticket machines and better services than what it does now. It's basically now non-existent, so the whole thing is. The station is also just a short, just across the way there. You probably can only just about see it through here. Sorry, clip cut by accident. So you can probably only see the East Farley medieval bridge over there, which this station is also sort of located on the south side of the River Medway. So, but it's yeah, it's a nice little area, this station. We don't have a lot of time here, so I'd go over to the bridge, but we've got to get a train back to Yolding, which is the next station we're going to. But yeah, that is East Farley station. Like I said, we saw the footbridge. It's not bad looking. The platforms are staggered. There's a level crossing in the middle. and only serves Southeastern services to Paddock Wood and Strood. So yes. So we're heading to Yolding next. We get there at 10:12. So we've got about 9 minutes on this train, and we'll update you when we get to, well, when our train arrives to take us over to Yolding. Okay, arriving in now is going to be the 10:03 Southeastern service to Paddock Wood, and this train is 375-306. I'm going to be taking this to Yolding. And we'll update you when we get there. This one's come from Strood, like they all do. So we'll update you soon. Right, we've now made it into Yolding station, and the partner now is 375-306. Heading off to Paddock Wood on the 10:12 service. It's funny because on the display it just says Paddock Wood, but it is Paddock Wood. We've got a level crossing here which makes a noise up until the train actually leaves and the barriers open again. So again, another station with partly staggered platforms, not fully this time though, but again a similar layout to that of I would say that of Beltring really. It's quite similar in that sense. What I can say is yeah, the station looks probably like a mini Paddock Wood, the way I like to describe it. But yeah, we're going to have a look around and update you. Our train will be taking us to Maidstone West next. So, Yolding station. This station opened in the 1840s and used to just be single track. So, like, I think this line used to be single track, but it got doubled later on in time, as you can tell. The station doesn't serve any buses outside. The 6 and the 6A, like at Beltring, are also the nearest buses on Nettlestead Green to actually serve here. You have to walk a bit to go and get the bus from here though. The other thing to note is the little building over there is now disused. It used to be used for commercial building after it was actually closed for ticketing and everything like that, but now it is just a commercial building, or was a commercial building even. As you can tell, a little white building there you can see. Used to act as a Aptis machine or an Aptis ticket thing, it used to be, but that's now been removed and was removed in like the late 80s, so a long time ago. Yeah, so that is really all there is to know. This station doesn't hold a great deal of facts. It does serve the village of Yolding, so this one doesn't really serve anywhere else, like some of the other stations which sort of span across various other places. Yolding just serves the village of Yolding, so it's quite straightforward in that sense. But yeah, that's the station. Any other facts I'll let you know, but yeah, the next station we're going to is Maidstone West. Right, arriving in now is 10:37 Southeastern service to Strood. Nice tone there for the level crossing. It's going to be 375-306 again. Which is going to take us to Maidstone Barracks. That's where we're going. We were going to go to Maidstone West, but we're actually going to go back to that after Maidstone Barracks because it works out a bit better for us. So Maidstone Barracks on this one, and a depot whistle as well. So we'll hop on this one and we'll update you when we reach Maidstone Barracks. Some point in this video we might have a dust test on the 375. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we've now reached Maidstone Barracks station. With 375-306 taking that one to Strood. Now, this station is one of 3 stations that has the name Maidstone in it, and I believe one of 3 stations in Maidstone. There might be a few other local ones, but the three main ones, well, the two main ones are Maidstone East and Maidstone West.
Yes.
But Maidstone East we're going back to another time. Maidstone Barracks and Maidstone West are on the line we're using today, so we're doing that.
Yes.
So, Mr. Kent, do you know much about this station?
No.
Wow, right, okay. What a letdown.
Maidstone Barracks is one of those it's one of those stations that's like important because a lot of people use it, and that's sort of it.
Right, it's a commuter place.
Yeah, and even then, it's like it's used by a lot of people by Medway Valley standards.
Right, okay, I'm with you.
But it's got buildings and industry that way.
Yep.
Look at the industry. Take it all in. Beautiful.
Look at the industry.
Maidstone is the bastion of architectural merit
Yes.
and class.
Class.
I mean, honestly, it's a.
He doesn't like
It's a high bar.
He doesn't like Maidstone.
No one likes Maidstone.
There we go then. And penny finally dropped. Anyway, right. Update you soon. Right, so a couple of facts about this station. So, Maidstone Barracks has been without any ticketing facilities since 1989, a bit like all the others really. So that's no different. But the station itself actually is located near the Invicta Park Barracks, which is a military house thing. So that's its main purpose. That's obviously the name Barracks. That's where it comes into because of its proximity to Invicta Park Barracks. But yeah, so it is an intermediate Maidstone station, this one. And yeah, it is located, I think it's just on the edge of Maidstone, so it's not like, it's kind of on the way out of it, if you like. But yeah, it's just a two-platform station, and like Cam said, very industrial on that side with Jewson, obviously over there. And just loads of what look like derelict buildings over there. So, but they might be in use, but they don't look like they are. Yeah, so this station obviously it still serves the half-hourly Paddock Wood and Strood runs, so nothing's changed there. Maidstone West is a junction, so you'll see a bit more there when we go back. But yeah, this is Maidstone Barracks. Alright, passing through there was an MPV heading over to Tonbridge Engineer Siding. Just doing a circular run. I think it's just, yeah, probably doing a bit of track analysis or whatever, like it normally does. But yeah, so there that one goes, passing through, heading over to Tonbridge Engineer Siding. Right, arriving in now is going to be the 11:25 service to Paddock Wood. It's 375-301, and we're going to be taking this to Maidstone West. Stops up there, didn't realise that. So we'll update you in a minute. Okay, we just made it to Maidstone West station. So this is more of the main station in Maidstone, along with Maidstone East. I think Maidstone East is a bit busier, isn't it?
Yeah, Maidstone East is the main one because direct trains to London.
Yes, this one doesn't have that. So serving here. Does? Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, there's 375-303. That one's also, I believe, going to Strood. Yeah, you're going to say Stroud knockoff, aren't you? Nice one, Brandon. It's because it's close. Fair enough. Gloucestershire. Fair enough. 375-301 is forming the 11:30 to Paddock Wood. I believe Maidstone West is an acting passing point for the Strood Paddock Wood services.
Which is weird.
Yeah. Because it's, it's two lines, it's double line all the way. But yeah, they both wait here and then, yeah, do their respective services. The only trains that do serve Maidstone West, I believe, are Strood to Paddock Wood.
Except during peak times on weekdays when there is a high-speed one service.
Oh, wow, okay, so high-speed. So 395s come here during peak time as well. So the Javelins from London St Pancras, they come here during peak time only. So that's pretty cool. But we'll update you more in a minute with when this train goes out. Okay, the partner now is the 11:30. Well, both 11:30s. So 375303 to Strood and 375301 to Paddock Wood. So off goes that one, and the other one as well. Nice depot whistle. I think it was from 303, so that was all right. But yeah, now you see the station just without any trains in it. It looks actually quite nice. Very, yeah, just the design of it looks lovely. And as you can see, obviously it's almost like a, I think probably the MPV would have gone through the middle track here of
Newbury Racecourse in Newbury, like where you can see the station down there.
Yeah, I can see, because Maidstone Barracks you can see from down and zoom in, you might be able to just see it. Sorry, I'm going to zoom in on that again. Oh no, I accidentally closed off the camera. Just where the 375 is, there is. It's a bit grainy unfortunately, but that is where the Maidstone Barracks is. So just stops up there. It's literally just up the line. It's amazingly close. Anyway, so yeah, sorry if there's any cuts and clips. It's my finger knocking the camera off, like I'm tapping something obviously that's closing it. So yeah, that's the annoying thing about filming with a phone, but there you go. That's the one downside. Anyway, so our next station is Aylesford as we continue towards Strood on the Medway Valley Line. So we'll still be with the 375-3s for a while now. But Aylesford is up next, and we are getting there by a bus. So we'll update you when we get on the said bus. Right, there goes RE 400 MMC heading over on its journey now to Larkfield, I believe. And yeah, we're now here in Aylesford. The road is called Teapot Lane.
Yeah.
So, always like the fascinating street names, but yeah, I guess that one's a bit more, sounds a bit more normal than some of the others. Anyway, so we're now going to head over to Aylesford and go from there. Right, so we're now at Aylesford station, just around here. So this station was part of the line that was, well, when the line opened, basically, the line, well, this line was semaphore signals, pretty much everything was, but it took until sort of quite a while into, like, maybe the early 2000s, late 90s, I think it was something like that. Might have been actually in the 2000s. The semaphore signalling was removed from here. And in the 80s, the sectorisation was done at this station and along the line. And actually there was a sort of an opening ceremony for the station building, which is this one here, because they basically redid it up into its 1856 condition. But since then, in 1989, this was closed, and now is an Indian takeaway, which is called Milad Tandoori, which is open 6 days a week, and it's an evening one. So yeah, as for the station itself, it's Strood to Paddock Wood again, so it's exactly the same as before, and serves the town of Aylesford. So yeah, the connections are places like Maidstone, Snodland and East Malling, so you can go to places like that, and Barming as well, and West Malling. So yeah, you've got all of that. Yeah, it's a 2-platform station and just serves basically what it says on the tin, basically, Strood to Paddock Wood. So I'll update you when our train gets here. As you can see, there's a level crossing just ahead. The platform's again slightly staggered here at Aylesford, but generally speaking, this is the platform. This is the station. Update you soon. So as always, we always try to find entertaining things at the railway station, and Cam here has found something. Cam, what have you found?
I have found a very accurate description of the town of Aylesford, and I do not apologise for my describing this as accurate.
They've spelt it wrong, but still. Hopefully you can read that. It's basically what they've said. So someone drew on it and said that. So yeah, I don't know if anyone knows Aylesford and can confirm or deny. And apologies for the strong language shown on screen, but it was too tempting not to include it, because it was you know, you always got to find something. But anyway, there's not much more really needs to be said about this station, really. We'll wait for our train, and unless Cam has anything he wants to add about Aylesford that he knows.
No.
Okay, we're all good then. Right, I'll update you soon. Right, arriving in now is 375-301. It's going to be forming the 1237 Southeastern service to Strood, which we're taking to New Hythe. So we shall now leave the station that also acts as an Indian takeaway on one side and head to New Hythe. So we'll update you when we get there. Right, we've now reached New Hythe station. Which is 375-301 heading out. And interestingly, this station is wooden platforms, which is quite cool. Well, I think it is anyway. But they look quite odd. Anyway. Actually, I don't know if it is. It certainly looks as if, but it certainly looks as if it's been done up recently. But yeah, we'll talk more about the station in a minute. So, to give you a rundown about what Strood serves. So we're on the platform now. This station has 3 platforms, with platform 3 being the main one for trains going towards Paddock Wood, which we're needing for the next 2 stations. Thameslink also service, the Govia Thameslink Railway. The 1429 to Rainham will be coming here soon. That will be from Luton. And then 395 as well from St Pancras, which go to Ramsgate. So I said it was Faversham, didn't I? It's Ramsgate normally. 1433 is our one. So we're on platform 3 for ours. So the Rainham one will be a 700. So yeah, so 3 platforms, quite a curved platform layout overall. Like I say, I've been here before, but it was only very brief. The station is known on the signs as Strood Medway, because it is basically a gateway to the Medway. This station is, and others, but this one in particular. So anyway, we'll update you shortly. Okay, here is 375-302, terminating in from Paddock Wood. So yeah, this station as well, interesting fact, actually had a refurbishment in 2017, so it's quite a new station, if you like. It was about a £2.5 million refurbishment, so it was quite a lot in railway standards, or railway terms anyway, let's say. So it's quite a bit. But yeah, they did the station up, and yeah, it's all well connected. Like the ticket office is really, really well connected. So yeah, it's a nice little station overall. Anyway, so 375-302 will be our train to take us over to Halling, our next station. But we've got one more train coming in just before that. So okay, arriving in now is going to be the 1429 Thameslink service from Luton to Rainham. Here it is, formed of 700-051, which is calling now at Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham and Rainham. So see this one go out in just a second. So there goes 700-051 heading out on the 1429 Thameslink service to Rainham from Luton. And we're now going to get on 375-302. That's us done at Strood. Next stop for us, I said Halling, it's actually pronounced Hauling. So Hauling will be our next stop. Right, we've now arrived into Hauling. With 375-302 taking us here off to Paddock Wood. So this station is Hauling. Yeah, nice small little station. I mean, we're going to have another look around. The building looks fairly older, but again looks like it's another one whose ticket office was closed a long time ago. So we'll update you in a minute with this station. There's 375-301. And this one will be forming service to Strood, and this one will be our train to come back. So there goes 375-301 heading over to Strood. Now, this station, Hauling, so not much really to tell about it. The station, funnily enough, this little building here was closed in 1989, but then was converted into an office, which then also closed. So this station is just disused, like a lot of the station buildings are on this line, just disused, nothing happening, you know, that's about it. Outside there's just, you know, like a little I think it's just a street outside, to be fair. But yeah, no, it's rather probably the most basic station we've seen on the trip today. Oh, finger was in the shot then, wasn't it? But yeah, overall, that's what happens with the phone. Overall, yeah, not a bad little station, but not much to it, that's all. Yeah, no, it serves the village, I believe, of Hauling, which is located nearby, well, within the area. But that's really about about it. This place is a place of zero things.
Yeah, Kent's full of a lot of nothing places.
So this is one of them. Hauling. There you go. Right, with Hauling done, we're now heading to Cuxton, the last station on this line that we need. And the unit is 306, 375-306. Update you when we get to Cuxton. Right upon it now is 375-306. We're now here at Cuxton. Now, this station is interesting because the little flyover you see just up ahead there is High Speed 1. The Eurostar go over it, which is quite cool. So we might see something, we might not, we'll see. But this station is the last station you get to before you reach Strood on the end of the line, and that also officially clears the Medway Valley Line over to Strood via Maidstone and over to Paddock Wood. We cleared everything, so that's pretty cool. Cuxton was the last one we needed. We still got a few more stations visiting today that are
374.
Hey, look at that, there it goes, all the way over there, just about, you can see it. And that is cool. You might have just about seen that. Heading over, I think that's in the direction of, don't actually know, actually. That's probably London direction, to be fair. I think it is, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, we'll talk more about the station shortly. Actually, I do have a couple of facts. So, the main one is about the station building, but we're going to go out and have a look at it, and I'll explain why in a minute. Now, would you guys believe me if I told you that this was the station building? That there. But look at it. It is, well, obviously it's closed. It's been closed since 1989, but the other ones have closed as well. So that's the really weird thing. The other one's closed and didn't get in this condition, but this one's obviously, it's been fenced off, but that's about as good as it's done. It's just overgrown massively. It just looks like a massive junkyard now. It looks haunted almost the way you look at it, but that is the old station building of Cuxton. Also interestingly, the crossing here, so the level crossing, used to be wooden. Used to be a wooden gated crossing, but now it is a manual one, just like pretty much all of them are. And the Cuxton signal box, which interestingly enough has Network South, which you'll probably be able to see there, Network Southeast. So pretty cool. Anyway, so our next station is going to be Rochester, but we're going to wait here first. Right, arriving in now, it's going to be the 1550 Southeastern service to Strood. And this one's going to be our train to take us, yep, back to Strood, 375 303. Update you in a minute. Alright, we've now made it back into Strood. I'm just walking through the subway here.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, our next stop is going to be Rochester. No, Chatham even.
I was literally on like the second to last.
Yeah, so I'll update you in a minute. But yeah, our next stop is going to be Chatham. So we'll update you when we get to Chatham. We're on a Volvo B7 TL ALX400, looking amazing. And we're now going to make our way over to Chatham. These sound amazing, don't they? Right, we'll update you when we get there. Right, so going out there is 6428 there, a Volvo B7 ALX400.
Hellfire.
2004 plate, very, very nice.
Not bad for an early 20-year-old bus.
Yes, not bad at all.
It's Hellfire. Most
Right.
Hellfire we've been on all day.
I would say, yeah, that and the Gemini we had.
Oh yeah, both of the B7s.
But anyway, both of the B7s. We're now here in Chatham, and we're going to make our way to the railway station, which is literally right over here. And we'll update you when we get a bit closer though. Right, now we're here at Chatham. So this is the entrance to the station. Looks quite modern, quite big, quite busy. the next few stations we go to will basically be like this. But yeah, here's the outside of the station. It's also home of the historic Chatham Dockyard. It's about a half an hour walk from here, but does hold quite a lot. And yeah, but this is like coastal Kent we're going into now, like Kent Coast we're heading into now. But we'll update you when we get onto the platform in a minute. Right, here we are on the platforms here at Chatham. Quite.
That's a 999. No, it's not. Never mind.
So this is forming a service. This is the 1624 to Ramsgate from London Victoria. So update you when this one goes out in a minute. Right, going out there is the 1624 service to Ramsgate, 375704 at the rear. And yes, so 2 platforms here at Chatham. This station serves London Victoria to Ramsgate. Also serves 395s from St Pancras, which goes to Ramsgate as well, and Faversham as well.
Yep.
So yeah, currently there is a 395 due soon, which is running about 8 minutes late. So that's doing well. We'll see if we end up on it, because we're just working it out at the moment. But yeah, so you can see there's a bit of an underground bit here.
This is
Or a bit of,
dingy.
huh?
Chatham is a dingy place.
Dingy place. And again, like Strood, it's got the sign saying Chatham Medway. Strood had that too.
Yep.
So
All the Medway ones have it.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, right, we'll update you shortly. Right, here at Chatham as well, interesting fact, this station is surrounded by tunnels. So towards here, the London end, is Fort Pitt Tunnel, which is the one I'm facing here. And then behind me is Chatham Tunnel, which leads out from, it's the country end as it's known as. But yeah, so it is basically, I don't know, yeah, just similar to, oh no, because Tunbridge Wells I think has it one end, I think it is. Yeah, Tunbridge Wells is just one end of the station, but I know a few stations where tunnels are either side, but I think quite a lot actually on this line in the Medway have tunnels. Dover does as well, doesn't it?
Oh, if we're talking about the entire thing.
Yeah, I think a couple of them. But yeah, anyway, this station does see tunnels either side. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the next station we're going to is Rochester. Anyway, that's Chatham done. And not much to it really. It's another one of those stations that doesn't hold too many facts about it. But we're going to head to Rochester next. Right, coming in now is 375614. Along with, just going to go up here, 375706. And we're going to take this to Rochester. We'll update you in a minute. Right, right now is going to be the 16, I think it's 41, Southeastern service to London Victoria. 1638 to London Victoria even. Oh, closer than I thought actually, the station, Rochester. Three 375614 and 375706, and 700 is there as well, about to do a service over to Rainham. So yeah, a quick little visit to Rochester, and off goes to 700 as well actually. So this station is actually a new station, because the old station was actually not too far along from here, was it?
No, less than a train length away.
Yeah, less than the train link. And I think platform 4 here spans over from it, doesn't it? And I think holds some freight sometimes if it does.
Yes, they can take trains away in the old side platforms.
Yeah, the old side platforms, that's what I thought. So, they resited the station and opened it and made it brand new in 2015. And then I think at Charing Cross as well, at this station, interestingly, they held up a commemorative thing at Charing Cross which talks about when the old station was officially closed, which was in 2014. Sort of the transition was sort of 2014 to 2015. Oh, okay. Anyway, right, so that's Rochester. The next station we're going to is Gillingham, Cam's old local. So we'll update you in a minute. Right, arriving in now is the 1632 Southeastern service to St Pancras International. 395029. There's another one on the rear as well. This one's Southeastern's High Speed 1 service, which goes via Ashford International, Ebbsfleet and Stratford International.
Due to strike action.
So we'll see this one go out in a minute. So it goes 395029 and 395024, heading over on the 1632 service from, I want to say that's from Ramsgate to London St Pancras. International, well, yeah. Yeah, all right. As you can see out here, they've got a lot of work being done over here, which I'm not too sure what it's for, but usually it's just for new buildings and student flats and everything, but I don't know if that's the case here. But yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to see a 395 in there. So the next station, like I say, is Gillingham. There is a travel lodge right outside the station. Cool. So update you soon. Okay, arriving in now is the 1653 Southeastern service to Dover Priory. 375917. I'm going to try and walk forward to see what the other one is. It's got the little mental health thing on it as well. 375304. So it's those two, 907 and 304. So update you soon. Right, we've now reached Gillingham station. We're only here for a few minutes, but we have reached it. And yeah, see the 375s head out. We're going to be heading on a Javelin next as well, which is nice. So it's 375917 and 375304.
1706 Southeastern service to Ramsgate. Calling at Rainham, City Hall, Faversham.
Here's that one.
And Bay. Change at
So a very quick little visit to Gillingham station. This station has 3 platforms. Platform 1 over there is a 465 over there.
1706.
There's also 700 here. And interestingly enough, a lot of Gillingham FC fans have literally just come back from the game today. So I just noticed. This one's got graffiti on it as well. Unfortunately, a very quick visit here, because arriving into Gillingham, there's all going to be one clip for this one, is going to be a 395, a 1706 Southeastern service to Rainham. Cam, very quickly, what's the one thing you describe about your local?
Honestly, I quite like it. It's
You like
really
your
pleasant.
local. 395001. Oh. Definitely aim when we come back to Kent to come back here for a longer visit. But 395001 and something else, we're going to head over to Rainham. Right, we've now made it into the last station we're clearing today, which is Rainham Station. This is the 1711 service to Ramsgate from London St Pancras and departing out now. Next stop for this one is Sittingbourne. .395.001 and 395.019. So just a little heads up, Gillingham Station, I know we didn't do too much on, so I'm going to let's go back and clear more at some point, but that's easy anyway. But you cleared it on the video, well, so it does count. But yeah, so this is one of the stations on the line which actually has a platform 0. So not many stations have it, but Rainham does. And a really useless fact for you both, but that's both Rainham stations done now.
Oh.
And both times you've both been there. So
Very nice.
So yeah. So this station is known as Rainham Kent. That's what it's known as on like journey plans to distinguish it from East London's Rainham, which we've also been to on London and Tilbury. Where do we come from? Gillingham. Cam,
Yeah.
do you know any? What would you like to say about this station? Do you know much?
That platform used to not be there.
Platform 0 is a newer
Yes,
open one, is
Platform
it?
0, they added it for the Thameslink service, but they added it before the Thameslink service started, and they had this awkward thing where they were running a swapping service to Victoria to make the platform useful
So
for a little while.
So 0 used for Thameslink then at terminate. So yeah,
Also, a little bit down there is a foot crossing called Smarts Crossing, which is the first place I ever went train spotting.
you ever went train? So Smarts Crossing, that was your
Yes.
first ever spotting location ever.
Yes.
Wow. So we've now visited your Kent local.
Yes. And my first ever spotting location, which, hang on, you can see it from the station. There's a footbridge there.
Very good.
That's nuts.
So your spotting local and your actual local we've been to today. So pretty cool.
Well, my spotting point was the footbridge of Gillingham.
Oh well, fair enough then.
But, you know, my first spotting location that sort of got me into this whole...
Was here, yeah. All right, cool. So Rainham done. Update you with any more facts, but we're going to get a bus to Sittingbourne where the video will finish. But we're going to go to Sittingbourne first. So, interesting fact about this station. So, this was basically the start point of what was known as the East Kent Resignalling Programme, I think it was called. And Platform 0 at Rainham, which you saw earlier, was actually part of that programme to introduce Thameslink to come here. It resignalled things to allow for greater capacity. I also think that the relocating of Rochester Station was part of that as well.
Yes.
Here we've got 1719 to St Pancras, which is formed of 395027. And 395028, numerical order.
What was that?
027. So Brandon's heading on this one, I think. No, he's not. I thought he was going to get off somewhere and take a little journey before he gets on his actual train, because Brandon is leaving us here. But yes, that is Rainham done. Nice little coverage of the station. Like I say, the Medway stations, they're all very similar in their own right.
Yeah.
So you can't really distinguish them massively. So that's why I've sort of kept it brief, because you really can't distinguish them all. They all have Medway on their station sign for the very same reason, and they all serve a similar purpose in the sense of because they're so close together.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about them. So yeah, we'll see this 395 head out, and then also 700 has also arrived, so we'll see that in a minute, and then we're going to go get our bus to Sittingbourne. Update you in a minute. Right, going out now is the 1719 service to St Pancras.
Oh, we were starting!
Which is 027 and 028, 395. There it goes. And if we take a quick walk over here, you'll see 700, which is just terminated in from Luton. So if we look over here, you'll see it just appear up here, 700,045, which is terminated in. But we'll so there's that one. That's platform number 0 here at Rainham. And so greater look at it. It will terminate here, then it will form a service back to Luton. But yes, here it is. Right, so that's Rainham done. There's the platform 0. Right, we're now on board the 327, heading over to Sittingbourne on the E200, and next go ahead London one. The doors are also stuck, which is fun. So yeah, won't film too much of this, but we are on board and we'll update you when we get to Sittingbourne. Cam, what do we think of this E200? It's a no. It is a big no.
Big no.
Big no. Update you soon. So a quick little update on the video, guys, just to let you know. So we are currently on board now an Optare Solo SR, as RE200 that you saw in the last clip broke down. Indicator stopped working, and thus it made it basically impossible to carry on. It was unsafe to drive, so we had to wait. But we are on the move now, and we'll update you when we get to Sittingbourne. Right, so we're now here at Sittingbourne. And this is where the video finishes, because we covered this station already. This is sort of the end bit, so it wasn't really part of... We've done everything we need to do, every platform wise, so it's just the journey back. But thank you all for watching today's video from Kent 3. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments, because I will get back to them as and when I can. And any recommendations are welcome, so please do leave us in the comments. Joining today was Cam J. Kerman, as well as Southern Train Spotter 2006. Cam is now happy because we've finally covered Gillingham. So now he can't bug me and say to me, go somewhere. Where next, Cam? Where are you so desperate for me to go next after Gillingham?
Was it me, or is there something missing here?
I don't know, a train. This is right there.
The footbridge.
Oh yeah.
The old footbridge is gone.
We have 395019 and something else. Oh, this is 019 and 001. We had this one earlier. So we'll get this one again. And I'll see you next time for every platform, guys. And for now, I shall see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.